think it's already dying out there.
You have an inhaler on you? Ooh, that was a good one. Straight as an arrow. 250, 2 carry. The dude has the attention span of a chipmunk with ADD. All right, so we're back at Oak Ridge Golf Course today at their driving range, and we are testing out the newest launch monitor from Uneekor, the highly anticipated EYE Mini. We're really excited to be here today. However, there is going to be a little bit of noise that you can hear. We have construction going on right next to us. It's a really windy day here in Wisconsin, which in the summer, it's hard to find a day that's nice and calm. But we're going to make do. We're going to push through. We're going to do some testing. Last year, we did an outdoor test with the IXO, so we want to compare and see how the EYE Mini works against its bigger brother. So stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Today, we are going to be testing 20 shots each with a pitching wedge, a 6-iron, and a driver. We're going to be looking at the carry distance, just because with the total distance that we get from the launch monitor, there's so many variables with how much a ball is going to roll out. So we're just going to be focusing totally on carry distance today. We'll look at the carry distance that the EYE Mini gives us compared to what Mike marks out in the field and seeing how much they differ. So for our setup here today, we are going to be hitting off of a Carl's Place hot shot mat. A couple of reasons we're doing that is we wanted to make sure that we have the EYE Mini nice and level with the golf ball and the rest of the hitting surface. Plus, it'll help to keep us from taking divots, so it'll allow us to get a lot more accurate readings. So now let's talk about the kind of outside variables that we're dealing with now. We are on an elevated tee box. It's raised up a little bit over the rest of the driving range. Obviously, it's windy out today. We've got 12-mile-an-hour winds, I think is what we saw, but it's been pretty gusty. It's kind of blowing in our face, maybe a little bit left to right. So all that's going to affect the ball flight, so we're not expecting to see 100% accurate numbers out of the launch monitor. Plus, I mean, Mike does a great job out there of marking my shots, especially when they're sprayed all over the place, but it's not always going to be 100% accurate. So today we are starting off with the driver, but we're going to switch it up a little today. We're going to actually do a long drive competition where I'm going to do 10 shots and then Mike's going to come up and do 10 shots, and we're going to see who is the longest driver between the two of us. So without any further ado, let's get to it.
Oh, I'm old.
Bye, Mike.
So how are you feeling about the drive competition?
No, I have been watching Mike on the simulators indoors, and his swing lately has not been great. So usually he can a bit longer than me, but I think I got this. He's been having it kind of rough so far this year. I think the new baby and the lack of sleep is getting to him. That was a good shot. Oh, baby, that was a good shot. That was 235 from the launch monitor, and wow. Oh no, I was just reading it really wrong. 246 from Mike. I have upgraded my game. I've been practicing all winter in our simulators, and more or less I've got my drive straightened out. A little bit right to left, or left to right. Picked up perfectly. 219 from the launch monitor. 34 from Mike.
Got it.
Oh, wow, that was a hook. He's not even gonna bother with that one. Is he peeing? Oh, big shot. Yeah, he's peeing. Man, that picks up the line so well. All right, we got 200 from the launch monitor. 214 to Mike. I hit that one with a little bit of a hook. And this picked it up perfectly, starting off straight and just off to the left. Very nice. I lost that one, but it was heading straight, slightly right. Yeah, the launch monitor picked that up perfect, straight, maybe just a hair to the right. No, it was pretty straight. 233 from the Mini. 233 to Mike. That one was bang on accurate. That wind on that last shot really calmed down all of a sudden as I was swinging, and so I feel like the launch monitor was able to get a better read on the shot and definitely saw more accuracy out of that one.
Got a lot of balls in my pockets. Carrying around a lot of balls today.
You gonna beat him?
Ooh, that was a good one. Straight as an arrow. Woo! 250, 2 carry.
Well on, Tim. Good for you. I see you one up that in our competition. All right, here I go. First swings ever in Carl's Place field testing. Not my clubs, no golf shoes, no golf glove. I've got all the excuses for when I do bad.
All right, Tim, this is your first time.
I know, I'm nervous. I'm more nervous than I thought it would be out here. See how well I do chunking the golf ball? I don't know. And I don't know, so far to be from Mike, like I wasn't hitting it very well, but I was clearing his head, and usually he can hit longer than me, so I don't know. A whole new experience. Wow, look at that perspective.
Terrible.
Oh my Lord.
165 per the Uneekor. 178.
Holy crap, I haven't run like that in forever. I was only like 50 feet.
Tim, I think, is already dying out there. Right at him.
Oh, heads up, that's coming right towards us. I lost it.
Oh gosh! Where was that? Oh man.
225 on the EYE Mini, 207 in real life.
It only takes one time, but
Oh
one
my
of these
God.
days.
Somebody's gonna get clocked.
Hey, at least we didn't have to run much for that.
Oh, that was nice. I prefer if you could just do that. Put it within like 5 yards of us every time. It'd be terrifying, but easy. That's right at us.
Right
This
at
way,
him.
this way, this way.
Oh!
206. Man, that's weak today.
That is dead on accurate. I saw it land like right on that plant.
203.
I gotta say, Tim, I think you're winning.
Yeah, he hasn't put any. I put one back there, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm liking my odds so far. I don't know. Mike talks a big game. When we're in the simulators, I don't know. Take it outside and he just collapses under the pressure, I think.
It looks like Tim might be talking some mad trash out there. $175 only on the Uneekor. See that red? Yeah, it read really low, and it was a low one, but I think the elevated surface had to play in with that, because in real life you got the extra carry from the elevated surface. So 210 to Tim, 175 from the EYE Mini. That could make the difference, maybe, because it's expecting it to land quicker if it's that lower running ball. All right, this is technically my last one, but I'm gonna make Tim run for a few extras. So.
You evil man.
Don't count that one, that was so bad. 1.3 carry. Right at you. 199. Man, I stink. 199 on the sim, 188 to Tim. Sorry, Tim, I'm just enjoying hitting balls, so you're gonna have to chase them down now.
Is he seriously hitting balls while I'm driving out here?
I thought it was over that way further. That's why I wasn't moving.
It was like 10 feet in front of you.
Oh my God. How'd it go, Mike? You almost clocked me with that last one. I thought it was over that way further. It was like 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah, we'll just say that was the highlight of my round. It was almost clocking you.
That was fun.
So who won the little challenge here?
Well, we'll take a look here. My longest was 282 and Tim's was 246. So, just kidding, my longest was not 282. My longest was 233 in real life and Tim's was 246.
But who won, Mike?
Well, in golf you want the lower score, so I win. Sucker.
Loser.
What was the bet?
The bet was...
I think you still owe me a car wash anyway, so.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Forgot about what?
We did a bet for one of our videos before where the loser has to give the other a car wash in the parking lot. And I did lose that. And I've yet to do a car wash for Mike.
Does it even out though now?
Maybe.
Oh, do you have to give
Each other's a car wash?
car wash it?
In bikinis.
In bikini.
I don't agree to that.
No.
I feel like the line of the shots is super accurate. Like it was picking up the direction my ball was going, if I was slicing it, if I was hooking it.
Yeah.
It seemed like you got that every time.
Yeah.
Distance, not as good. I feel like there was a couple of your shots where I made a best guess and I didn't really see where it landed, but you know, there were a couple where I know I was dead on.
Yeah.
I feel like when I was up here hitting, when the wind died down, it seemed like it was picking up a shot somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the case with me too. Flight path, very realistic to what I was seeing with my own two eyes. And I would say that a couple that are like really far off was, one of them was like a low worm burner almost for me, which, you know, if we had a flat surface, not elevated surface, like the sim's expecting you to, or the iMini is expecting you to have, like, yeah, it would have landed a lot shorter than it actually landed up. So that's probably why there was a big difference in that one, I would say. But yeah, I would say driver distance was very average, but a lot of factors playing into that too with the wind and the elevated tee. So I should just get back to my strength of chasing down the balls and let the PGA Pro over here get back to hitting. So.
I could not do that job. That was terrifying and I hated every second of it. I think I only saw like 2 drives where you hit it until it landed. Otherwise it was like, oh God.
That's why you ducked and covered a few times.
All right, so we're all finished up with the driver. So now we are moving on to the 6-iron.
Better run.
Oh. Oh, that was fat and terrible, and I hated every second of that swing. 113. Oof. Duh.
That was a 6-iron, right?
Shut up. 116.
Said to make sure we were doing 6-iron instead of pitching wedge. That's how bad that shot was. I can't talk though. He beat me, so I should just tone it in a little bit.
Right at him.
How's it been doing?
It's been pretty good. Like this one, let's see, 175.8. So 172 to Mike. So you've been off by as much as 9 yards, but the more shots have been off by like 3-4 yards. I have not had a single misread yet. It has picked up every shot, no matter how bad the shot has been. So that's been very impressive so far. Oh, I hit that one clean. Straight as an arrow. Straight as an arrow on the launch monitor. 186 from the Uneekor. 189 from the mic.
Woo! Got the boob sweat going, I think.
Oh yeah, me too.
The moob sweat.
So before we keep going, I just want to kind of throw out there that over 90% of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed. So if you would, please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button below and make sure you turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any content that we have going on here. So whether you're looking to build your own simulator or you're just interested in new golf tech, we really want to build this channel to provide any information that you might be looking for. If we get enough comments or requests about making a video, there's a chance we might do it. And from everyone here at Carl's Place, we just want to say thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to hitting some golf balls. Holy cow. Holy cow.
That was like a 200 yard.
That was a 196 shot according to the Uneekor. 194 to Mike.
Nice.
Oh, I got a hold of that one. And then you can see flight path again. Pulled it to the left. Been straightened out. Definitely showed that on here. Yeah, and that screen is super easy to read. When we first got here and set it up, we didn't have the umbrella in place. We just wanted to make sure that it wasn't overheating, so we put it in some shade. But even when it had really bright light on the screen, you could read it clear as day. It was nice, clear, super easy to read. Very impressive.
Oh no.
I went 1.1 yards. I feel like that was probably pretty accurate.
Hit the ball, not the ground.
I hit that one really good again. That was straight as an arrow. Ooh, that was a little shorter. I felt like I hit that one just as far, but 183. And then to Mike, we got 183. So we just finished up with the 6-iron, did 20 shots. It seemed like, again, it was super accurate picking up the line of the ball. It was, telling when I hit it left, it picked it up left. If I sliced it, you could see the slice come through on the launch monitor. So it's doing great there. Yardages, we saw, some plus, some minus. A couple that were right on accurate for the yardage. Our percentage difference for the 6-iron was 2.2% difference between what Mike was measuring and our actual, or in the simulator difference. We had, like I said, some that were like 6-7 yards difference, and then we had a bunch that were right on or within like 2 or 3 yards. So I think a lot of that has to do with the wind seems to be swirling around quite a bit. I mentioned it before when we started. When we started, the wind was kind of blowing in our face. Now it seems to be almost behind us a little bit. So that's going to definitely play into the yardages we're seeing here. All right, so now we're going to finish up with 20 shots from a pitching wedge. We lost Mike though.
Ever wonder what the inside of a Titleist 22 Velocity looks like? Pretty fancy.
Dude has the attention span of a chipmunk with ADD. So that's the first one where the launch monitor picked it up going left. That clearly was to the right. That's the first time I've seen that. Distance was accurate. 126 from the launch monitor, 125 to Mike. We stop and grab beer in my home. I'm usually just stop and drink beer. That sounds so good right now, and I don't think I have any at my house. Actually, I've got one beer in my fridge. It's from a brewery in La Crosse. It's Pearl Street Brewery, and it's called Shitty Beer.
Shout out to Shitty Beer.
Shout out to Shitty Beer from Pearl Street. If you're ever in La Crosse, Wisconsin, check them out. They're fantastic. Yeah, everything's going that direction. It's another 123-yard shot. According to the launch monitor, I feel like that's actually shorter for where Mike just ran. Oh, 120, not bad. Again, it picked up the left to right, but that wind is just grabbing it when it gets up in the air. Mike's out there just swinging a... $118 and what'd he do? He lifted up his shirt.
My flashing.
Your sexual harassment.
I was just airing out my body, I'm sorry.
124.
I'm gonna try to catch one barehanded.
Oh, jeez. Oh, does your hand hurt?
A little bit.
135 from the Uneekor. 29 to Mike.
Ready?
Oh my God.
That hurt really bad. Thank you, Tim, thank you.
I am amazed.
I think I might have pulled 14 different muscles off.
Why did you make him do a cartwheel? You're gonna break the guy.
I believe he's the one who suggested he do it.
129. $135. So the average distance on this, average yard difference distance, I should say, is about a little more than 2 yards. Average percent that it was off was 4.8. So a little bit more than something like the 6-iron, but a little bit less than the driver. I think a lot of that difference had to do with some of the shots. Like I hit and then the wind just picked up and it held that ball up so much, which this isn't taking wind into account. So I think that's several of the shots where we were seeing issues there, especially at like the one that was off by 14 and 21 yards. So I think the ones that were off by like 14 and 21 yards, I hit and you could just feel that wind all of a sudden gust right into my face. And so I think that's where that difference is coming in. That was definitely like a 1 or 2 club wind that was blowing. Just overall impressions, EYE Mini, I mean, for the price, it is a great launch monitor. Even with these conditions, we saw a couple reads that were dead on accurate or even just within 1 or 2 yards. We saw that quite a bit as well. The flight path, when we look at it, just compared to some of the other launch monitors that we tested, seems like it's a lot more accurate. Where watching the golf ball fly out and then looking down at the screen on the iPad, it seemed like the ball was tracking pretty much the same in real life as it was on the EYE Mini. You know, again, the wind maybe blew it off course a little more, but overall, I was super impressed with the flight path that was showing up. The screen, honestly, when I saw it indoors, I was kind of skeptical. I know they call it like the paperwhite type screen, and seeing it indoors, I didn't think it was gonna work. Having it out here, we started it up and it is just clear as day. No issues at all, even with this super sunny weather that we have. You can see all the data on the launch monitor, no issues whatsoever. So if you're planning on using this either in the sim or outdoors, this is gonna be a great dual use option for you. I think the only time it missed a shot is because I wasn't paying attention to where I put the golf ball and I had it set just outside of the zone. Otherwise, it registered every single shot. We just checked the battery life. It looks like it's probably a little bit more than halfway full still, and we've been out here for what, 2.5 hours using it. So I mean, we could probably play, I'm guessing 5 hours at least with this thing and still be able to go with this single charge. Overall, I've really been impressed with the EYE Mini. Looking at the numbers from the IXO outdoor test versus the EYE Mini, the IXO was a little bit better on the driver and pitching wedge. EYE Mini was pretty much the same as the IXO with the 6-iron. That could be because we were at different driving ranges, could play into it. But I mean, for the price, the EYE Mini is a great launch monitor. It's nice, it's portable. We've used it indoors quite a bit with no issues. We've played GS Pro. I think we've even played E6 with it maybe once or twice, but definitely GS Pro. And yeah, everybody who's tried it out has loved it. Make sure you comment below with any thoughts you might have on the test or any launch monitors you want to see us test in the future. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe for more content on building your own golf simulator setup.